What happened to October? Oh man, that's funny. Honestly, October, not just October. October is not over just yet. I want to make sure audio is good. Make sure you guys can hear me before I get into any type of conversation. But yeah, things are not looking great in the crypto market. And a lot of it is leading to, or it's coming from a lot of liquidations that we've seen. So sound is good. Okay, perfect. Sound is good, good, good. Okay, perfect. Appreciate it. Um, but yeah, I mean, there's been a decent amount of liquidations, including me, and right back into it when it comes to leverage trading. A little bit less risk in everything else, and a little bit more stabilization in things. But then again, what can be stabilized when you have that many liquidations that are happening? So I I'm only going live for probably about like 40 minutes or 50 minutes or something until about 7 o'clock Eastern because I have to take the kids to school. I was actually planning on going live for a lot longer. So Rectober is here. We'll talk about October because October is not over yet, right? We can obviously see things absolutely explode just as fast as they fell down, um, or we can see a continuation of what we have here. Which, if we see very low lows in the crypto market for altcoins, and I mean a stable low low where not just falling like heavily, really really fast like it did, a week ago or so, um, but more of like falling and then kind of giving us a chance to purchase, right? Because if I can get AVAX at an $8 price point, I'm taking it, you know, 11 times out of 10, right? If I can get, XRP at those low prices of $1.20 something, like I will take that. That's where my cost basis is, anyways. So I'm not upset with it. I still believe we're going to see major success over the end of this year as well as going into 2026. But, anything could happen. Again, this is a brand new market. While you expect to see certain things that happen based on, the cycle, the natural cycle, right? You expect to see these things that happen. Bitcoin rises, Ethereum rises, altcoins start to really push, and then you end up seeing the fall of that um, larger altcoin season. We haven't seen altcoin season yet, right? Um, so the question to everybody else, are we going to see an altcoin season? I think these situations and what we're seeing right now is what either drives people out or gives people a new sense of urgency and life, and they want to buy at these lows and hold at these lows and and seize this opportunity. um so whichever side of the fence you're on, I'm not gonna say that you're wrong in any way, because with all of the things that we've done, this is kind of like uncharted territories, right? Where it's like we haven't seen the crypto market react with ETFs that are out here, right? We haven't seen, um, which that reminds me, I might want to go heavier on GDLC because crypto has come down so far. So my cryptocurrency ETF might have come down pretty far. So I might want to go heavy on that. Maybe like another, I don't know, $200, $300 or $500 worth of a contribution. Maybe a total of $1,000, but then 500 goes to GDLC, and then the rest can go to like another ETF or something. So I'll have to look at this. But let's see what people are saying in the chat here. If you guys could make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell if you guys are interested in more videos like this. Also, I have a link down below for BTCC. If you guys want to sign up, you can do leverage trading. If you want to, you can do up to a 500x leverage. I have a couple of trades in there for a 2x leverage, 3x leverage, and a 5x leverage. So again, check it out. There were 3 winners that happened last week, or yesterday actually. Three winners were picked to win 500 USDT, 7% deposit bonus. Do your leverage trading if you want to, and go from there. But yeah, let's see what people are saying in the chat. I appreciate you guys for being here. See you in 4 years. Stoptober. Oh dear. Downtober. You're just coming up with a bunch of names, aren't you? Yes, bro. Sounds good. Ouch. Good morning, Matt. Good morning to you as well. Makes no normal sense. I agree with you. It doesn't make any sense the way that things are dropping and how far they've come down, right? $2.20 could be even lower for XRP. BNB, it makes sense with BNB with how far that is skyrocketed, and how that's jumped past multiple cryptocurrencies in order to get to the third largest cryptocurrency in the world, but still sitting at a $143 billion market cap. So, I mean, it's great to see a little bit of a drop so that you have an opportunity to buy in. Bitcoin down to 103. Not so bad for Bitcoin at 103. Ethereum at 3,600. Yeah, 3,600, 3,700. Yes, that's not normal, but still. XRP down by 21, 22% in the last 7 days, 20% for Solana in the last 7 days. Today alone, 10%, 12 or 13% for BNB. Again, from that $1,300 mark down to 1,000. It sort of makes sense with how far it has increased, but I want to see the positivity continue rather than, what we're seeing here and how far it's falling. Dogecoin down by 11%, Cardano down by 12%, Hype down by 11%, 14% for Chainlink, and so on and so forth, right? A lot of red that we can see in this market. It's not necessarily just like, oh, we're seeing bits and pieces of red. No, things are down, like heavily. Um, Seeing AVAX at $19, seeing Litecoin at $84. You can look at this in different ways. Like I said, you can look at it as an opportunity to buy low, or you can do what everybody else is doing and get really, really scared and decide to get out. Now, this could be also a combination of why we're seeing this drop, combination of what of many things, right? I think, yes, you have selling pressure and people that see the negativity and they decide to sell, but also you have some liquidations that are going on, right? People that saw lower opportunities and they were like, I'm going to do a 20x leverage. I'm going to do a 50x leverage, right? I still don't really do anything more than a 10x leverage. I think the two positions that I currently have, I have a 2x leverage. I have a 2x leverage and a 3x leverage, a 2x leverage in Atom, a 3x leverage in Jasmine Coin, and then I have a 5x leverage in Terra Luna Classic that I just put through this morning. My other 10x leverage actually got liquidated there, so I'm trying to find the sweet spot for Terra Luna Classic. But I have some leverage trading that I'm going through, but I think there are a massive amount of liquidations, high volume, high leverage that they are taking, and that's kind of the issue that's creating more and more negativity, which can give you more and more opportunity. I agree with you. It makes no sense. Rectober is here. What's up, Matt? It's bloody out there today. Perhaps I'll stack more flare. I always mention it here. Well, I don't know where it is. Hopefully, it's at a very low price. Unstable coins. Yeah. Bitcoin is tanking. I mean, it's falling, but altcoins are falling a lot more. Pull your crypto now for tomorrow afternoon. You will have nothing. That doesn't make sense. I don't think I won't have nothing. There is a chance that you could see things drop down to low levels. And if it does, right, if it does continue to drop to low levels, I'm not concerned with what I'm holding, right? I know that eventually we will see this, we will see these levels that we are expecting to see. We will see the breakout. We will see the use cases. We will see the adoption and all of that. Whether that happens now, whether that happens this year, whether that happens next year, or whether it takes another 4 years for it to materialize. I expect to see these things happen, but again, we haven't seen the crypto market in the amount of excitement, the amount of hands that are in the pot, the amount of ETFs that are out there. just all around a new experience for the crypto market. So expecting to see an altcoin season, and we've never seen what we're seeing here today, right? When it comes to use and adoption and ETFs and traditionalists and all that stuff, we can't fully have that expectation of this, happening this year or next year, right? I do, but it doesn't mean that I'm fully banking on it. I would love to see that happen so that I can have different levels to where I take profit. However, if it doesn't, it's not going to end the world because these are positions that I'm planning on holding for the long term. I'm planning on holding until we get to certain price points, and then I have my forever cryptos that are over there that I will be holding forever. And I don't plan on selling in 1 year, in 3 years, in 5 years, in 10 years. I plan on holding those forever, right? And depending on whether we can have those use cases within them, we'll see, right? With the top cryptocurrencies that I do have over there, whether it's BNB or XRP or Ethereum or Solana or AVAX or Cosmos or whatever, right? Those forever positions that I do have. But I understand where you're coming from, right? It's scary. And if I knew, if I knew 100% where crypto was going and everybody knew where crypto was going, they would have all pulled out at XRP being at $3.65, being able to reinvest at $1.24. You would have pulled out everything. But the reality is that you can't guarantee that you're going to hit those highs, and you can't guarantee that you're going to make the next best decision at the lows. So I see it through to price levels that I deem as normal price levels or obtainable price levels, and then go from there. So I understand where you're coming from. The cycle top is in for Bitcoin. Start counting the days. The bottom is, wait, this is over. Altcoins failed. I don't think that's the case, right? You're going to see, in my opinion, I think you're seeing a reaction with Bitcoin, and you're going to see that kind of, what's it called? Trickle down effect, where Bitcoin has to see some negativity or some flat days in order to see that money start to flow into these altcoins, especially ones that have dropped down by more than what Bitcoin has, right? Selling your Bitcoin, let's say 20% drops off. Now you have the ability to buy into an XRP at a discounted price, an Atom at a discounted price, a LTC at a discounted price. This could be something that does honestly set up altcoin season because you see the opportunity of insanely low prices here. So also look out for that. Yes, there's a lot of negativity in the news. There's a lot of liquidations that have happened. It's not just people that have owned cryptocurrency, it's people that borrow cryptocurrency. And I think that's a big deal as well. Beartober, good morning, Matt. Good morning to you as well. I added more Pepe. That's fantastic. I'm glad you did. I'm sorry I have to shill a coin. I think the narrative is awesome. No, it's fine. As long as you're not going heavy on it and telling, every 2 seconds mentioning anything. I'm perfectly fine. It's not shilling any coin. It's mentioning something that you're confident in. And I hate the word shilling. Right? Shilling, anytime you have a word in cryptocurrency, or honestly on the internet, it just starts to gravitate towards I don't know, negative connotation where it's you talk about influencers, right? I hate the word influencer. I really do, because you shouldn't be wanting to influence anybody, right? I don't know. It's it just doesn't stick with me well. Creator, YouTuber. Anytime someone asks me what I do, I'll say YouTuber, and they're like, "Oh, I've never met a YouTuber in person." And honestly, YouTuber also has a negative side of things. So I don't know. It's just weird. I don't like the word chill, but I think you're cool to be able to do what you want to do there. The top isn't in. CRO dropped in 2021. Everyone's freaking out. And then November 25th, all-time high CRO. Everyone is panicking for no reason. Bullish. Like I said, I'm perfectly fine whether we see it drop or we see it absolutely skyrocket or stay the same, right? I'm looking at my plays based on the price, not based on the timing. I know people want to know what's going to happen tomorrow, what's going to happen the next day, what's going to happen the end of this year, right? And I have my expectations, but they're not 100% true to everybody's standards. They're just what I believe is going to happen. If it doesn't happen, I claim that I'm wrong, and then I move along with what I want to see in price ranges. I believe that they're going to get to these levels, but I never try and give you, hey, this is what's going to happen tomorrow. This is what's going to happen next month. Like, now, when it comes to overall, you expect to see October because of what history has brought. But I also claimed in those videos that just because we have 10 out of 12 months that are positive does not mean that we can't see a negative one. Like, if it was 12 out of 12, I would raise the chances, raise the stakes even more. But the fact that it's 10 out of 12, you've had history of negative months, we could possibly see that as well. But also, October is not over. We could see things absolutely pick up from here. It's halfway through the month. I bought Tau and another quant fire sale. Is it over? I don't think so. Are banks going to collapse? No, I don't think they're going to collapse. We are seeing some negativity in the stock market as well, because my Robinhood account is down quite a bit. My dividend account, like over the last week, my dividend account is down by 2,300. In the last week alone for cryptocurrency, I'm down by $147,000. Is that not insane? That is insane to me. But it's, the fluctuation in crypto is crazy. Right? I could be down 100,000, I could be up 200,000 the next day. Right? It's the change is insane. Let me check GDLC, because if I have an opportunity to buy into this play, so currently it's at 52. My cost basis is 53, so it's not far off from what my cost basis is, but still, it might be an opportunity to buy more. And I have it in my traditional IRA. So I have a cryptocurrency ETF in my IRA, something that's not tracking one cryptocurrency, that's tracking all of them. Or not all of them, the top five. I don't know why I said all of them. I would love one that's tracking all of them, the entire market. But honestly, the top five is basically the entire market, right? So yeah, if you guys don't know what this is, GDLC is a Grayscale CoinDesk Crypto 5 ETF. It includes the top 5 cryptocurrencies that are there. I don't want to advertise for this, but it honestly looks great because it's tracking the top 5 cryptocurrencies, right? It's not just looking at Bitcoin or Ethereum. You're looking at the top 5. So if something moves out of the top 5, another one goes in, it's investing into that, right? I like this ETF, and I'm going to invest more and more into it. I think I'm going to put 500 today in it. So we'll see about that. But it's in my traditional IRA, and I plan on growing that quite a bit. But mainly looking at other plays that have, technology plays, high growth plays, right? ETFs, not individual stocks. We are so far away. It's honestly not that bad. These aren't even real lows, to be honest. If you think about where we can pre-Trump pump, I think we're good buys around the crypto market. But the question that I think a lot of people were asking at me and I've seen out there is, are we going to see the lows that we saw during the flash crash, right? Because if we see some of those lows, those are definitely pre-Trump administration levels, right? Those are definitely very low levels. I don't think I've ever seen ADA at $8. I don't think I have. So seeing it that low is crazy. Seeing Cosmos or Atom down to, I think it was $1 or something. Seeing SUI down to 50 cents, like that's those are the things that we haven't seen. Are we going to see a double bottom at those levels and create, see the liquidation and the immediate recovery, and then the liquidation again, and then the immediate recovery again, creating a massive W formation, and then starting altcoin season? That could be the case. And that's what some people are saying that's going to happen. I don't know if I necessarily seeing it drop down to there at a level to where it's going to hold or be there for maybe a number of hours. But, I don't even think this is that, yeah, like you said, I don't think it's that bad. I just think it creates some opportunities. XRP at $2.20 is a huge opportunity. I think CRO at what, 13 cents? CRO at 13 and a half cents, huge opportunity. OKB at $159. If I could find that at 95, I would love to jump back into that. Right? I don't want to jump back into it at a crazy high level because I had a leverage trade in for OKB at $95, and I thought that was a great level. I think the lowest it got to here was, oh, sorry, that's not even OKB. The lowest it got to was like 120, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Lowest it got to was about 122. So even at that fall, I still wasn't liquidated on my position. The only reason I got forced liquidated was because other positions that went further than my stop loss, right? Something that was like, hey, my stop loss is 70 cents, and it dropped. It went from 80 cents, skipped to 60 cents, and it had to fill it at 60 cents, meaning that I lost more than what I wanted to lose. Does that make sense? So then they were like, I have to pull from this positive position and, go from there. And that sucked. So I would love to see this, drop down to, I don't know, maybe 120. If it can get to 120 again, I will buy it and I will hold it at a, 3x leverage. Yeah, I'll hold it at a 3x leverage at that level. So we'll see. But yeah, there's a lot of things that are falling quite a bit. Long-term hold. So it's not like I'm trading on a day-to-day basis, just casually accumulating. I mean, that's the way that we should be looking at it. Dividend is very low market cap. I mean, I don't know what that is. Dropped yesterday, only 1 day old. I don't usually like to get into things that that are that early, right? I would love to get into something like Shiba Inu 1 day old, but who knows what is the next Shiba Inu? Who knows what's the next, utility project or anything. Guys, we have 247 people here. If you can get me up to 100 likes, I would appreciate it. I'm going to put a poll in. If you guys can hit that like button, also answer the poll. It seems to be better. Yeah, definitely do that. And then after we get to about 100, 150 likes, I'm going to put through another poll. I want to know what you guys think about the crypto market. Do you think that it's going to crash? Do you think that it's going to, skyrocket? I wanted to go live this morning. I was trying to figure out going live on TikTok as well. I could do it on my phone, but I don't want to have two separate things that are going on. I want to have it all in Streamlabs OBS. But it says I need a stream key, and the way that they're telling me that I need to do that, I would need to link some things to my computer. I don't know about you. I don't trust linking anything to my computer, especially with all of the crypto information and logins and stuff like that that are hidden behind the scenes. I just don't trust linking anything to my computer. If it's my laptop or something, I'll do that because I don't ever do anything like have any logins or anything like that on there, because it's strictly for like editing and stuff like that, and then I'll put it on my external device and then put it over here. So I never actually save anything or do anything. It's strictly for that. But yeah, definitely hit that like button. Get me up to 150 likes. I want to see what you guys think about, the crypto market. October is dead for I don't think that's true. 190 billion lost in the past 7 hours. These the opportunities we're talking about a year from now. Wait, these the opportunities we'll talk about a year from now. What does that mean? Complete BS? What's complete BS? Fact, long-term investor dip. I buy spike sells. Good morning, Matt. Wow, just wow. Have you ever looked at Mog Coin? I've looked at it a couple of times. I don't remember uh, what it is or how big it is, but I think I've definitely seen it. It sounds familiar. I've also seen, I think it's a smog coin or something. Um, doesn't it dump like every Friday though? It's all leverage trading going through. I mean, there definitely is some sides to it to where people are getting heavily liquidated. I mean, if you're on the short side, maybe you might want to play the short side. You never know, right? Play the short side at a high X leverage, play the long side at a lower X leverage, and profit on those shorts. That could be something that you make money from. Honestly, it's not a bad deal. I look at all the negativity and I'm like, is the negativity going to continue? It could. You could see further liquidations. If you see those further liquidations, what does that mean for your short-term profit in the shorts? I'm down 147K and he's still optimistic. I absolutely love the energy. Don't panic, folks. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like things change. At one point I can say there have been times I've been down $200,000 or $250,000, and then the next month I'm up. Not only just from month to month, we're talking about my entire portfolio, right? From where it started before it dropped down. So 250K up, then another 200,000 that's up. So it's like the fluctuation, you're going to see a heavy amount of fluctuation in the crypto market. You have to be optimistic if you believe in crypto long term. However, if you are investing money that you can't afford to lose, which I don't recommend, that's where the panic really starts to ensue, right? Where people are like, I don't want to, lose this money in the short term. Well, it shouldn't be about the short term. It should be about you investing into crypto, believing in crypto for the long term, believing in what this is. You know what I mean? Let's see. Someone said Bitcoin going to 26K. I would love to see that. Know that the one thing that I really wanted to happen before, let's say, the bear market happens, the one thing that I really wanted to happen is to be able to hit a few of my exit prices. Because if I hit those exit prices, then I pull some out. Yes, I have to pay taxes on those and all that stuff. However, I also have funds for the bear market, right? And that's kind of what I want. I want to be able to have some sort of funds for the bear market, whether it's 20,000 or 30,000 or it's $300,000. I want to have something for the bear market so that when we see whatever those lows are, I can invest in those lows. When I see that a you know GDLC or the entire crypto market is down to, I don't know, a $2 trillion market cap, I now have the ability to invest into the overall market by going either into positions that I like individually or going into an ETF, a broader market, a broader crypto market ETF, maybe a GDLC that dropped while everything else was dropping, but now I'm able to invest into what that market will be and the consistent growth that we will see. So from 50 cents or sorry, $50 all the way up to $500 for this ETF. Like when we look at um, ETFs, like let's say the S&P 500, and we look at where things have like started. Um, let's see. So if we go into the SPY and we look at all history, and we look back to when it was 2009, and the S&P 500 was worth about 84, $73, right? And now you look at the S&P 500, however many years later, right? And you're seeing it at $600, $666 per share. You were able to invest in, I don't know, 100 of it, right? You're growing by so much from that point. Overall 381% growth. That's what I want to see. I want to see that I'm putting $10,000 into GDLC and it grows by, 400%, right? $40,000 that has grown over however many years, right? And just to see it consistently make those moves. Something that started at a $50 price point that I'm investing thousands upon thousands of dollars into. And we know that in its lifetime for GDLC, right? Um, it's going to be able to grow forever and be able to track the top 5 cryptocurrencies forever. So whether those top 5 cryptocurrencies are Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, XRP, and Solana, or it's XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and seeing other positions, ADA and Chainlink or something. Either way, whatever those top 5 are, that's going to be able to track it, and that's something that I want to have for the long term. And again, I'm going to invest maybe $500 to $1,000 in it today, just to be able to enter that point and be a part of this at a lower market cap than a $54 mark, right? But ultimately knowing that this is going to get to a 500 or further mark. Let's see. So guys, if you could hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. I want to get to 150 likes. That would be amazing. I'm not going to be on here for long. Maybe I said I was going to be on here for like 40 minutes. I think I can go to about 7:20. Then maybe we can hop back on after I drop the kids off, but I have to, do all the dad stuff where I have to do their hair, get them breakfast, get them vitamins, all that stuff, and then take them to school. Um, but yeah, so I would love to see very low levels, honestly. I think Bitcoin will reach 80K again, and that's great for XRP investors, for sure. Everyone's selling for McDonald's breakfast this morning. I guess I need some breakfast. Every day I've been having this. So typically I would have like this protein bread, and for the last like few days I haven't had it because we got the wrong bread. So it has like 2 grams of protein instead of 6 grams of protein, and it's just not as much. So, but I've been only eating that bread for breakfast. I don't typically eat a lot for breakfast. I've done a bit of shopping today. Smelling of 90K coming. That'd be great. The dev is doxxed for what? Hope you boys are scooping and scoring. Not 26K. Oh, I said 96K. Oh, did you change it? You accidentally typed it wrong or something? Because I swear I saw 26K. Will we reach a $1 trillion drop? Will we reach a $1 trillion drop? Like just a few, like 100 billion? Is that what you mean? From the top of what was it, 4.4, 4.5 trillion dollar market cap? So is coming down and maybe go back up? Yes, very good. That's what I see in it. Dropping down and then jumping back up to where altcoins have more of the success, more of the growth, right? Do you think we're going to the bear market from here? I don't think so, but anything could happen. We've seen we we are in like I've said before, uncharted waters, right? We're in a place that we've never seen before or experienced before, right? Because we have ETFs, we have adoption, we have traditionalists, we have institutional volume, we have bank volume, we have all of that stuff, but we don't know. And we also have a high amount of leverage trading. So, how is all of that going to mix together? What do you reckon XRP will be worth by the time Avengers Doomsday is out? I don't even know when Avengers Doomsday is coming out. Is it like May? I would say I haven't give me a second, let me type in release date. Um December 18th, 2026. I think things are gonna be well actually we might see the downturn of crypto by that time. Um because the end of this year, what I believe we're going to see is we're still going to see a pickup in the fourth quarter, right? Even though Rectober has happened, right? And it may turn to October again. Uh, so we're going to see 2024 or 2024, 2025 finish the year, you know, at a major positive. We'll see altcoins start to really pick up because I believe this fall is setting the stage for altcoins to thrive. Um, then in 2026, we'll see things run for the first and second quarter, but then typically in that third quarter, we start to see the fall. Now, how far that fall is, I honestly don't know. Um, with all of the leverage trading that's happening, that could be something that makes it fall more. My prediction for the drop, the the bear market, right, was always that with ETFs and adoption and the conversation and people that are holding long term and all of that stuff that's going on, that we would only see a 50% drop overall. But this massive leverage trading or liquidation that we're seeing constantly is kind of worrying me with that prediction, which means that we may see even lower prices, which means that we have a lower bear market and then a smoother recovery. um, that too woke of a movie for XRP. What, Avengers Doomsday? That would be that would be good. I hope XRP stays here for a week so I can buy more. We're getting cooked. I mean, definitely getting cooked a little bit. We've been here before. We have. Um, as long as we keep stacking it, we'll come back up. True. Um, we got the government in China playing games. Yeah, 2017 repeating. Would love that because 2017 didn't XRP absolutely skyrocket. My limit order will be placed. What are you talking about? I had to add a contribution. That's what I was looking to do is add a contribution. Especially with it dropping this much, I want to lower my cost basis. Choose account. The only problem is that like if it continues to drop and GDLC drops as well, then I also like I feel like I may have missed an opportunity to buy in a GDLC a little bit lower, especially with the fact that I only have $7,000 this year to invest with, because for my IRA, because it's a $7,000 cap, right? You can't contribute anything more than that. Um, you can roll over, but that's it. So let me see if I can, because I think this is a solid thing to have. And again, this is just me taking a little bit more of a risk. How's my buying power only 890 or 980? Oh shoot. Says I put shares instead of dollars, and it said, please deposit $41,627.61 into your traditional IRA to place this order. It's like, first of all, I can't do that. Um, Second of all, my bad. So yeah, hopefully, because the pre-market right now, it looks like it's up, but still at $52. I just hope that it stays this low for a little bit. Sorry for the coughing. I need to clear my throat. Is your belief financial? Wait, is your belief financial advice? Kidding, man. Don't don't shoot me. What? But XRP definitely 10 to 15 this year. You think it's 10 to $15 this year? I honestly would love to see a $10 level by the end of this year. My expectation, I want to see a $5 level. Um, like I believe we should see that. But I would want to see at least like a not at least. I would want to see middle ground $10 level this year, 2025. As we get into 2026, you can push it a lot further. But yeah. Some of you DGens reopened your leverage after last week. Love it. Y'all got some stones. Very true. I think they're the same. Everything higher than that for now is a moon bag. I'm definitely exiting at 24. It must be wait. It must be that whales are gonna buy it up from another needle down. Leave money dues that are late to the party. Hmm. When did you learn to read chat in slow mo? Wait, when did you learn to read chat in slow mo? When did I learn to read the chat? I don't know what you mean by that because I know there's a slow mo that you can put it in, or if you mean that I'm reading in slow mo. What do you make of Coinbase scheduled maintenance? I mean, it's that scheduled maintenance. Was there scheduled maintenance during the crash so that you people couldn't do anything with it? They couldn't sell, they couldn't whatever. Dude, read the next. Time to sell XRP. I don't think that. Uh, Dividend? No. I don't know what you're talking about. It was on Coinbase, Scambase. The scheduled maintenance, it was on Coinbase. It was during that time. I don't know. I wasn't looking to sell or buy anything or anything. Well, I mean, Yes, I was looking to buy stuff, but everything rose by the time I even saw it. How low XRP you expect to go? Um, so I don't I don't expect it to go crazy low. Um, it really depends on potential liquidations, but I don't believe it will go below $2 again. But again, there's anything could happen, right? Reading these charts, I've learned to find or learned that reading the charts the way I traditionally look at stocks there. Oh wow. Let me review my order. Hold up. Because Grayscale just dropped to $50.41 pre-market, because I guess that's what happened in the crypto market. So this is a steal, being able to buy $800 worth, but I have to find one of my things because I don't think it went through yet. Let me find my investment. Where's it at? I'll go to my retirement account. We'll look at pending orders. Cancel that order. So I'm gonna do this as soon as the market opens up, because GDLC, instead of being at 52 cent or $52, it's now at actually $50.41. So this is a steal price compared to where I am, and I'll take that 9 times out of 10. If I look at history, let's just look at year to date, because it honestly only has been. It started at a $58 level before decreasing down here to a $53 level where I did buy at. But then we also see it here at a $50 level. So I will take that 100%. Being lower than where it started, not only lower than where it started, but lower than the lowest point that it's been at. Especially tracking the top 5 cryptocurrencies. I don't think you can. I don't think you can fight that. Should I move my crypto before the maintenance? I don't really trust it. I mean, if you're looking to sell things short term, right? If you're looking to get out of a position now or get out of a position during whatever that time is, then yeah. But if you're in it for the long term, selling blah, 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 I can't speak. Selling shouldn't be in your mind right now, because it should be a long-term thing, right? You shouldn't even worry about selling it over this maintenance or whatever it is. I'm not worried about it at all. I got 20,000 XRP, XLM, H bar, and Algorand. You got 20,000 of all of those things. I think 20,000 XRP is phenomenal. Or do you have 20,000 XRP and you also have just XLM, H bar, and Algorand? I think all of those plays are great, right? I have all of them. Some, well, actually, I don't have all of them. I don't have XLM. I had XLM. I don't have XLM now. What is the Grayscale ticker? It's GDLC. It's a Grayscale CoinDesk Crypto 5 ETF. So it tracks the top 5 crypto ETFs, which you're looking at more of like buying into the market rather than buying into one single position. So, like in the last day, this is down by 3.4% rather than investing directly into Bitcoin. Like if I look at Bitcoin, it's down by 6.2%, or Ethereum down by 8%, or XRP, it's down by 9%. So if you're investing into those individually, you're losing quite a bit of money. Now, granted, you are still losing money with GDLC if you invested in it at $53 or $60. But that's what averaging into ETFs is all about, because as the crypto market gets to a $10 trillion market cap overall, Grayscale CoinDesk Crypto 5 is now at a $200 price point, right? Because it's tracking the top five cryptocurrencies. So I think it's a no-brainer to have in your portfolio. And honestly, for me, I think this year, the rest of my contributions that I have here are probably going to go into Grayscale CoinDesk Crypto 5 ETF. And the reason being is just because I still feel like, we have an opportunity to be a part of something that can be a lot bigger for the future. And crypto in general, it's not just looking at, hey, if Bitcoin drops out of the top five, which I don't think it'll ever do, but if it drops out of the top five, you'll still be looking at the top five cryptocurrencies that you have there, right? So if Bitcoin's out of there, whatever replaced it will be in your portfolio that you have there. Now, with more cryptos that you are invested into, the better. But I think the top five is going to be a good thing to hold. It just creates more consistency. And I also want more growth than what we can have. So if I expect to see I don't know, in this next year, if I see a 400%, 500% growth, it's all going to come from the fact that I invested a heavy amount into Grayscale CoinDesk Crypto 5 ETF. Let's see where the overall crypto market is at. We got about 5 minutes. No, 7 minutes. We got about 7 minutes to the end of this live stream. So make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you guys haven't checked out my link for BTCC, feel free to do so. I think it is a really good platform. Yes, it is a leverage trading platform. So if you're afraid of leverage trading, I expect you should explore it, right? Exploring leverage trading is very interesting. It's honestly fun. But I don't think that you should go with the 500x leverages. I don't think you should go with the 50x leverages. Just because it's not 500x doesn't mean 50x is any better, right? But a 2x leverage, a 5x leverage, that's not bad, right? 5x leverage means that if the cryptocurrency drops by 20%, you lose what you invested. A 3x leverage means that if the cryptocurrency drops by 33%, you lose everything that you put in there. A 2x leverage means that if the cryptocurrency drops by 50%, you lose everything that's in there, right? So you set yourself up for success in things that have consistency that you don't believe are going to drop by 50%, so that you give yourself the room to grow. So what I'll typically do is I'll do, $200 at a 2x leverage, or $300 at a 3x leverage, right? And then invest it into things that I think are not going to fall, that are at a lowish point, and then I can make a decent amount of money from it as it grows. So for instance, I have 3 positions in my possession right now. I have one for Jasmine Coin, one for Atom, and one for Terra Luna Classic. Terra Luna Classic is slightly down. It looks like cryptocurrency is starting to kind of pick up a little bit. But with the profit that I have here, because I have a 5x leverage at $200, if I decide to, let me go ahead and don't edit it, I want to add one. So if I wanted to see, let's say it got to a price, because currently it's at 0.0000 38.29. Thank you for becoming a member, Hope Bridges. I appreciate that. It's at 0.0000, right? 1, or let's say 0001, right? It drops a 0. If it decides to drop a 0, that $200 that I invested into it turns into $1,605. And that's just with that drop 0. Now, if it finds a way to do more of that, right, jumps to a 0.0002 level or 0.0003 level, we're looking at $6,000, $7,000. But even if I don't need it to get to that point, I can literally have another 0 and have a 5 and that's a $300 gain on top of what I put in there, right? So you have the opportunity to make a decent amount while risking less. But then also you can have things like Atom, right? I think Atom should be worth 42. It's gotten to $45 at one point. This finds a way to get back to those levels, let's say of even $25. That's a $4,000 gain. The $40 price is a $7,000 gain. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're setting yourself up for good opportunities if you can see it through and if you could see it skyrocket. So anyways, check out my link for BTCC down below. Sign up. You get a 10% deposit bonus when on your first deposit. Also extra bonuses up to $10,055, and then 40%, up to 40% lower trading fees. So check out my link down below. Check out my link in the chat. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. So before we do get out of here, let's look at crypto and why it's crashing, right? Primary triggers to October 2025 crash. US and China trade tensions, the single largest catalyst for was a surprise announcement by President Donald Trump threatening 100% tariffs on China technology imports. This sparked a fight, a fight to safe haven assets such as gold and U.S. Treasury bonds at the expense of riskier assets like crypto. The market impact was a swift, widespread panic sell beginning on Friday, October 10th. Excessive market leverage, which we're seeing another Friday that's decreasing. Excessive market leverage. The downturn was amplified by the high number of traders who used borrowed funds to increase their crypto bets. When the market moved against them, trading algorithms automatically closed or liquidated these leverage trading positions or force liquidated. This created a cascade effect with record high liquidations estimated over $19 billion that accelerated the price collapse. Imagine for the people that put in $1 million in a 2x leverage that was like, there's no way I'm going to get liquidated here. I'm trading with $2 million. I can make so much money. And look what happened, right? Dropping down that far is insane, right? For people that were like, AVAX, I don't expect it. And I would have said that, right? I would have put in thousands of dollars if someone told me AVAX would be at $8 in the next day. Like, I wouldn't have thought that at all. But because of the amount of leverage trading that was going through, the high level of leverage trading, when you hit a certain level to where everybody got liquidated, now it created a lot of negativity to where you're forced selling everything. And then that creates another liquidation train, which continues on that train, right? It's a little bit of a problem, but if you're safe with it and you're not, excessively throwing all of your net worth into leverage trading, you'll be good. Thin liquidity, the market 2024 or 24/7 nature, fragmented liquidity, especially during weekend trading, exacerbated. I'm saying that right? The crash with fewer buyers available, prices moved violently with even a small amount of selling pressure. Yeah, broader market institutional factors. Growing credit worries. You had exchange issues, the platforms, so trading platform glitches during the volatility height. I mean, you've seen everything. It wasn't just Coinbase. It was a lot of places, right? Binance, for example, paid $283 million in compensation to users affected by technical issues. Institutional profit taking. Some analysts suggest that the rebound following the initial drop was met with profit taking by institutional investors, which added further selling pressure. That's very true. XRP is up 3% on the hour. I can see that. I was looking at different cryptocurrencies. Honestly, I was looking at just my, what is this? BTCC account. And I saw that Terra Luna Classic was slightly down instead of being heavier down. But yeah, guys, I do have to get out of here. So make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, Make sure you check out any of the links down below. What do you think about the short-term movement will be like? I mean, it's great to see some sort of bounce and people seeing this as an opportunity, but it's way better to see that because it shows a natural reaction where people see low prices and they're like, this is an opportunity, this is a time to buy. So Bitcoin goes from 103 to 106. Ethereum goes from 1,600 to 1,800, right? BNB doesn't really do too much visibly. But XRP does jump from $2.20 to $2.28, right? So it's great. Not a troll. Use your eyes. That's why your alts have not had new highs since 2024. What does that mean? Anyways, gotta get out of here. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. I might be back with a live stream after I drop the kids off. And, we'll see what the market is doing, see if the market is recovering. And, hopefully we have something for you guys to, to chat about and be with. So I just got here. Yeah, I got to take the kids to school. So I apologize. I can't just say no school, right? It's Friday. They're going to school. I got some cleaning to do. And so hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Check out the link for BTCC down below and any other link if you guys are interested. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya. And I see you too on Twitch, on X, like all of those platforms. I appreciate you guys for being here. I don't know how many people are here. Looks like we have 2. But thank you for being here. I do see you. I appreciate you. It's just more of the conversation is over on YouTube. So again, I'm going to get out of here. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully, I'm live later. It should be at if anything, it should be at 9:30 or 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern. So if anything, that's the time that you'll see it. I'm going to get out of here and